Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video, and welcome to the Anachornia dinosaur farm. So in this video, we're going to be going over probably one of the best money makers for a long time, and that was the ability to make all the components of the dinarrows. So to do this, you're going to have the extinction quest completed and certain fire making levels to be able to do the separate parts. So in terms of levels to do this, to do the entry level, you're going to need level 82, which is to make the arrow shafts, which is probably the one I would ignore out the two. I would start doing this for level 87, segregation. Again, you're going to need extinction done. But the better one is going to be level 95, which is for the dinosaur propellant. So there's three different parts of this. We're going to go through all three. Now, I have done a video on this before when it was still pretty good money. Now, this always seems to sort of range between 10 to 20 mil per hour, especially for the propellant as well. The propellant was a really good money maker. And I just wanted to go over because Jagex have made some changes with this activity. So basically now they've doubled the rate at which you get the forms of shards, propellant and shafts. So I want to see now, is this going to be double the money, or because there's going to be a greater influx of items coming in? Has that brought profit down? Has it changed it? Is it still something very worthwhile doing? The XP rates have been slightly amended as well, so it'll be good to see like a bit of an overview of how this update has changed it. Now the last one, the propellant, is apparently changed to be very, very good fire making XP now. Almost now to the point where firemaking can be very good XP, but also be profits while doing it as well. So for someone like me who's not finished 120 firemaking, or if you've not done 99, to have that form of method could be really good for your firemaking gains. So the first one is here, is segregation, and this is where you're going to turn these eggs into your arrow tips. And they're called sharp shards. So basically once you've got your eggs, you go to the fast incubator. The bad eggs you can either put into the compost heap or just get rid. You can't change them into shards. But as you can see now, you get 13 roughly of the shards per go. And the fire making XP you get in, admittedly I've got some bonus XP I need to get through, is pretty good for what it is as well. However, the price for these shards each is 1.5k. So there's the speed they're coming in. It doesn't take long to rattle up a decent amount of GP. So what I'm going to do, just to make sure that all these methods are correct, I'm just going to put an ore on, and for 20 minutes each time, we're going to go and try out a different part of the process for making dino arrows and just seeing how much profit we can make. But in that first go, we have made a profit of 500k. And to do this, there's actually no items needed. There's no cost sort of link to it. It's all just basically free profit. Now with this bit as well, collecting eggs, you do have a chance of finding a dinosaur egg as well, which you can use in the Anachornia farm. And that will make up some extra GP for you as well. Actually hunting the eggs as well is weirdly 7 mil per hour. Getting rid of the eggs and just looting. So if you were desperate for money, you are going to make more money with shards. That is also an option to do if you wanted to as well. So I'm going to go and do 20 minutes of these sharp shell shards and we'll come back. Admittedly, after we've finished all three processes, I do still need to go to the Grand Exchange to sell them. I imagine the price is nowhere near what it used to be. So it'd be interesting to see what price it is now. Once I'm done. Pretty lucky though, we did manage to pick up 2 dinosaurs, and I believe the Pav is actually one of the best ones. So Pav, 3 mil. Will it sell for that? Definitely not. And Skimmertops, 600k there. So 3.7 mil in dinos, which I'm just going to bank so we've not got the info space clogging up. And in terms of shards, 4 mil, which is pretty good. So that really, like without dinosaurs, the sharp shell shards, try and say that 3 times, are actually about 12 mil per hour, which is pretty good. And pretty much where it was beforehand, so that's pretty nice. So next we're going to go into the fungal shafts. Now this is not the best method by far, and definitely not good for profit either way, but I will just give it a go and we'll see what it's like. Just coming back to the fungal shafts, at 244 GP each. Unless you're an Iron Man, skip this part, because even though we are getting them quite quick into the info, they're going to be nothing compared to this and the propellant. So again, Iron Man, do this. If you're not an Iron Man, just skip it. There are better methods from the other two to make your GP from as well. So I'm going to teleport over to the dinosaurs and we're going to try experimentation. So this has changed massively from the last time. This is probably the one out of the 3 which has had the biggest change. Best change out of the lot. So to do this bit, you go and collect dinosaurs from the storm barn, which is how we used to do it. And what you used to do is go and feed them through the troughs. And only a select few would eat from the trough. So there would always be a period you'd have different dinosaurs at different growth stages. So from this patch now, basically all the dinosaurs eat from the same trough. So your whole info is on the same growth stage. Rather than having some at 3, some at 2, some at 1. and you're constantly like going to the different troughs and not having a full invo all the time because they've all grown at different phases. But now they've all grown at the same phase, it means that when you get to your 4th trough, all of them will explode into some form, for a better word, of poop. And once you've fed them to the point that they explode, that's when you turn that into propellant. So as you can see, all the dinosaurs now are on the same tier, which is a really, really good update because it was annoying. Now what you can do, and I'll just stop feeding for a sec, you can actually squeeze this Rex at stage 1 and then turn it into the mush or whatever it is afterwards. For each stage you feed the dinosaur, the more Firemaking XP and also the more propellant you're going to get. So it actually works out best for you to feed it through all 4 phases. Now what we'll do, once we finish this invo here, we will do one where we feed 1 at each stage, so we can show you the comparison between 1 feed, 2 feed, 3 feeds and 4 feeds, just to show you, look, this is how much XP you're going to get, and this is roughly like the range of propellant you're going to get from each dinosaur. But this is a great update because it makes it so much more free-flowing. You're not as like stop-start, you're not like having half an invo full of full dinosaurs at once. You can just do it all in one big go. And from what I've read and what I've seen, it's actually really good Firemaking XP as well. And this propellant method used to be like massive profit, up to about 20 mil per hour profit used to make from this. But I think people forget as well, like in terms of the Firemaking method, it's really good Firemaking XP as well. And the fact that you can like do some Firemaking now and make decent money from it. You could make money from incense sticks, but this is like top tier XP and profit as well. So here you go now, because they're on their 4th feed, they are now exploding into poop and also sort of like running back to the barn. That's quite cool. They really do look cool, the little dinosaurs. They look a little cute. Right, so that's the point now. It's now turned into fertilizer. So we now ignite it, which will turn it into propellant. And as you can see, 1.7k per go, and the propellant is racking up. Hopefully this will get rid of my bonus XP, and then we can do like a proper one. We can see how much XP it actually does give. So the propellant, current GE price 1.6k. Which, you know, that might be about right. But we're going to get a massive stack on this go. So let's just see how much we make per go round with that. There is a range for propellant you're going to get. It's going to be something like between like four from top to bottom range. So it won't always be the exact number, but it'll be a rough range and quite a close range as well. So we got 831 for that round of dinosaurs, and that is a total of 1.4 mil. And you saw how quick I did that. Like, we were talking through it all as well, and we got 1.4 mil. So that is pretty big. Each time you feed them, so one feed will be the smallest rate, 2 will be slightly more in terms of XP and loot, 3 will be a bit more than 2, and then 4 will be the best one. So every tier below 4 will be less loot and XP. But as you can see, it didn't really take me long to do before. So I'm going to start this at 30 minutes now. So I'm going to go to 11 minutes. 1539 is how much fertilizer we've got now, so we'll make sure to take that out of the price check. But I'm going to do this for 20 minutes, see how we get on, and yeah, then do that. After that, we're going to go to the Grand Exchange, we'll wrap up the video, and we'll just see how much profit this is after the update. Right, so there goes the 20 minutes which we were planning to do. So I'm going to throw all the dinosaur propellants in now. Add all, and then I'm going to withdraw 1539, which is what we used on the demo. So that made 8 mil in 20 minutes, and I could probably say I could have gone quicker in parts as well because I was trying to show something else, which didn't work out. So that is currently 24 mil per hour profit. Free profit as well, no requirements, just level 95 Firemaking for that, which is pretty mad. And the XP I've got as well, you're talking in the hundreds of thousands per hour for that. So the final thing I want to do for this, just to see like if this update has really affected this method. Go to the Grand Exchange. So what I'm going to do first is just test the price. So propellant, let's just see if it's up or down. I have a feeling it's going to be that. Wow, okay. Ugh. 834. Okay, so that is pretty far down. And again, this is why we check margins at. The sharp shell shard seems to be higher. 1.35. That's not too bad actually. So that comes in at 3.3 mil. So for sharp shell shards, you're roughly looking under 10 mil per hour without any dinosaurs included. The propellant, I need to work out how many I need to sell. Now this might be because this is the best method and because it racks up so quick. Because propellant is like the best out of the 3 methods, that might be why it's so cheap. But again, check your margins before doing it. So 4816 at 834. So that's 4 mil. So that's still 12 mil per hour doing propellant, which in terms of a money making method where you don't need any sort of capital to start, is still good. It's just nowhere near as good as it used to be. Even with a portable, I wouldn't even think that was worth doing. But these two methods are still over 10 mil per hour. We got lucky with the sharp shell shards earlier on, and we actually picked up some dinos as well. I don't think they'll sell for the price they are going exchange, because that pav is 3 mil. Wow, okay. Yeah, so that wrapped that up a bit. So maybe, wow, I'm very surprised. So we picked up 4.3 mil extra doing the sharp shell shards for 20 minutes. Now, obviously, that is lucky. We got the best unchecked dinosaur going, so that is very, very lucky on our end. But yeah, maybe the sharp shell shards are the best one until the sort of hype dies down around the propellant. Obviously, loads of videos have been made on the propellant. The propellant is the best method in terms of Firemaking XP and GP previously. But the sharp shell shards with the ability to find the dinosaurs went under the radar a bit. So in that 20-minute time, we made 8 mil from the sharp shell shards and the dinosaurs, which would translate into 24 mil per hour, but that isn't realistic because of the luck it takes to get the dinosaurs. But with both these methods, I'd probably say like the sharp shell shards with the power they are times the price now would average out 12 to 13 mil per hour, and the propellant still hits 10 mil per hour, which is still very, very good, especially if you have no cash at all and you're looking to build up your cash stack quickly and without any costs implied as well. So still very good methods. It's good for Ironman that they're able to collect the arrows quicker now. It's better for the game that these dino arrows can come into the game quicker, even though it's kind of caused me an issue with my fletching goals, but it is what it is. And in terms of the dino arrows going down a lot, it might actually make the ability to fletch god arrows some decent profit. I'm just going to check the full arrows. Maybe not. So they have gone down hard. So I thought off the back of the bonus XP week, I actually made some money off my full arrows. Turns out I lost a lot, so it was a good job that I got that pumpkin and sold pumpkin over Halloween, because I'm going to take a pretty big hit on my arrows. But anyway, I'm going to leave them in the gun exchange. So that's Anachornia Firemaking method. Been updated. Really like the update. Really good for Ironman and really good. It's still really good profit as well. Admittedly, the extinction quest, which is what you're going to need to do, is a bit of a top tier quest, but to have 95 Firemaking, yeah, I think it's about right. The extinction quest and the quest storyline will only benefit your account by doing it also. But the fact that you only need 87 to do the shards and you get dinos on top is just even better. So I'll probably focus on shards, but keep checking the price for propellant as well. But that's going to be the end of this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you have, please make sure to like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Very close to 3,000 subscribers, so thank you all for the effort lately. Really do appreciate it. But if you are new to this channel, please make sure to subscribe for future content. See you guys tomorrow with a brand new video, and hope you have a nice day.